All right, here we are with blueprints on day 37. So today I want to solve the Ares Court puzzle. But I'm not going to do it today. What I'm going to do today instead is I'm going to make an outer room. Because I started with 2 keys, it would be too difficult for me to remove the keys and gems without accidentally picking up a different item. So instead, I'm just going to push for blue rooms, purple rooms. I'm going to push for purple rooms. Because one of them has dice in it. So the goal is to get dice, make the outer room, then, okay, fine. The dead end here, car keys, who cares? This is going to be a short day. We're going to get one thing, we're going to end the day, and then we're going to do the other puzzle. Servant's court. I don't want that. Boudoir is the one I want. It's not even a rare room. I do not understand the problem here. Normally, I'm tripping over boudoirs. I could find dice here. Nope. There we go. I just need 2 dice to make this day work. And I'll show you why. We're going to do a shrine blessing because we have 2 that we haven't seen yet. And my goal at this point is just to show you all of them. And then once we've seen them all, then we can be a little more strategic on which ones we choose. But as you've seen from the way I've run this sort of playthrough, it doesn't matter all that much. But there is something that we do need particular shrine blessings to do, which we will have to do later. Okay, so shrine. But I'll show you once we have done all the blessings. So the 2 blessings that remain, one of them requires 13 to 14. That's the 7th potential blessing. This is the blessing of the monk. If we call it a day in a room in the house, we will have the opportunity to draft that room from the grounds the following day. Now we're going to waste that one today, I think, because I'm not going to do much with it today, and tomorrow is really just for the one puzzle, so we might not get anything out of it. But it'll hold for a couple days, and we can see what goes on. Now you might wonder why on earth you would want to do that. Well, I guess there's a couple reasons. One is, let's say I call it a day in the workshop room here. That means on tomorrow, it's possible to draft it from here. It will be removed from my draft pool in the house. So let's say there's a room I really don't want to show up. I can call it a day in that room. It'll show up outside, forcing it to be out of the house. That is one potential reason to do it. Another is if there's a room that I guarantee I want to see that room for sure. Whenever I feel like it, I can call it a day in that room and bring it outside. There is, however, one other reason. So recall the note that we found in the treasure trove that says the true treasure of the treasure trove is not in the house. And we think, well, it must be in a place outside. Let's look at that note a little more literally. The treasure of the trove. It's still in the treasure trove, but it's not in the house. So if we draft the treasure trove outside, there might be something special in it. So I might as well tool around, see if I can get a treasure trove. It's probably not going to happen, but if so, I can take care of this now and measure once and for all whether we get the treasure trove. There's a watering can I'm not going to use. I might use it. I don't know if we've seen the watering can. We definitely haven't seen it in a while. Just troll until I get a treasure trove. That's really all I care about right now. I just don't want to end in a break room. That's really the only thing. The only thing that would be an absolute mistake would be end in a break room. Corridor is always unlocked. If I don't get treasure trove, it's not the end of the world. It's totally fine. I just do it a different day. Oh, I shouldn't have done that because I was drafting right into the back of a different room. But yeah, since the blessing of the monk lasts a few days, I could always draft the treasure trove another day. That would be fine. This isn't great. Because on the day that I want to draft it, I say draft black rooms, please. That's what I just do that. Probably not going to happen today. It's totally fine. I don't want this. I do not want to have 36 stars. I want to make the weight room. Just me. No, I'm good. I thought I was having a frame rate issue. Let's whatever. I just looking for one room. If I don't get it, I don't get it. This could be it because it does cost 1 gem. Nope. Right, I don't have the key card because I don't have it. So that's the end of the line there. Yeah, it's looking like I'm not getting it today. That's totally fine. What's this? Cool. Terrible room. Okay. Telescope. Have we seen this? Gain additional effect of each constellation observed in observatory. It does another thing as well, but we're not going to be able to see it today. That is okay. This was worth trying to find something, but I didn't. It's all good. I'm going to head back to the beginning and just don't want to make any items. Don't have any items really I can make stuff with. I think that's the end of this day. I'm going to continue. I'm going to do the next day, and we're going to edit some stuff to make it at least moderately watchable. So that's the end of day 37. We're calling it here. This room is going to be available from outside, but I don't care about that. What's most important is that we start tomorrow, we dump our gems, we head downstairs, and then we wait. That's what tomorrow is going to be all about. And then after that, I start seeing if I can salvage the day. It's still possible. Okay, we're continuing to day 38, where we should start with nothing. I also want to find the observatory. Actually, the best way to go about this is to take my Banner of the King and just set it so blue rooms show up more often, because blue rooms are going to contain what I need. So I don't want to pick up the allowance. That is a trap. What I want to do is set this to blue rooms and then look for observatory. Let's take this. Don't pick up that item. Planetarium, library. Don't pick up any items if they appear here. Observatory, please. This, no. I still need to keep my gem to draft the observatory. Observatory, please. This is annoying. Where is it? No, I need to get rid of my stuff. Don't want to pick up anything from this room. Don't want to pick up any of this. So... okay, well, if we don't find it, we don't find it. I can do this as many days in a row as I want. Pool. Whatever. Let's get out of here. I mean, the observatory is one of many. There's plenty of rooms. It's just that I'm annoyed that it's not showing up early, because observatory tends to show up pretty early. I do have to come out this way and hope I get lucky with the draws. Laboratory is good. The only thing I can do. So now I have to save my last gem. Oh, this is it. This is the end of the line. So I can't go to anything else. So at least let me order another package. And then we're going to... Oh, this metal detector is not helpful. We're going to try that again. Is there anything worth doing? I mean, I basically blocked myself off, so there isn't. There's nothing I'd want to coat check because I don't have any items. We're going to try this again. We're just going to set up another day. It's all about getting the observatory and then depleting my gems. It's the only thing I got to worry about. Small cottage. Screw you. Let's try again with day 39, I think is what we're on. Throwing a bunch of days in at once. This was my experience the first time playing as well, where doing this puzzle meant you just kind of had to run through a bunch of days that you just kind of threw away. You couldn't really do anything with them. Don't pick up the allowance, it's a trap. Set this up for blue rooms. Dining room's good. Just observatory would be nice. It's a common room. Please give me this very common room that shows up in a lot of playthroughs. That I normally am tripping over. I normally do not struggle to find the observatory within the first 10 rooms. Let's get that out of here. Security, I do have to watch out on gems. However, don't want to be drawing red rooms at all. Den is good in case I have to use up my other gem. No, pool is... Alright, let's do it this way. Might have to waste another day. Here it is, observatory. We're going to take it and just hope I guessed right, because if this isn't true, then I'll feel like a dummy. Here's the Southern Cross. I do not want to grab any of these. I just want to grab this one. And now we're going to head downstairs. Downstairs. We're going to head down to that area with no items in our inventory whatsoever. We're completely free of items. And I would just like to report the amount of time it took to do that. 15 in-game minutes. Just take a wild stab at how long we have to wait down here. Just go ahead, just think about how long would you want to make this puzzle be something you wait for? Would you say, if you wait down there for an hour, maybe 2? No. This puzzle is going to require us to wait until the sacred time, as it says in the poem, which is the same time as the clock tower puzzle, which is 1:30. There is nothing I can do about that. I can't be like, oh, I'm just going to do other stuff today and come back, because if I go do other stuff, I will end up picking up items, and if I pick up items, I will render the puzzle unsolvable. I have to go in here with no items. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go down here, and then I'm going to cut the video in a second here until a point which is close to the appointed time. So here we go. I am leaving now. Hello and welcome back. So hopefully that was only 1 or 2 seconds for you. That was 30 minutes for me. Actually, it was more. That was closer to 40 minutes. And if you're thinking that I just sat here for 40 minutes, you could not be more wrong. I, in fact, left the computer. I put my equipment down, I left the program running, and I went and I did my laundry, and I cleaned the kitchen, and I did all sorts of wonderful things in my apartment instead of playing this game. So now we are faced with this structure. The first thing we see, of course, is this clock. We see west, north, east, and south on the clock, but they're not exactly where you would expect. You'd expect north to be up here, so it's kind of tilted one way, but it is otherwise sensible. North to south, east to west. This is displaying the current time. We can wind and we can rewind the time. So 1:30, of course, is the magic time. If I press the button, nothing happens. If I move, in fact, the game is not telling me what's right or wrong. We have no way of knowing from looking at it what we're supposed to do. Good news, this is going to stay up forever. I never have to wait here again. Good grief, that is aggravating. So we also have these little grids on the side. Now this is kind of a hint. That's really all this is, just kind of a hint. So do you remember, just remember this is 3 by 6. That's all we're going to remember here. Ha, 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 ha. We're going, we're going, we're going. Okay, all the way back here. Castle. 6 down, 3 across. So that puzzle is telling us, or that grid is telling us it's involved with this puzzle here. And we don't know all the letters that go there. We have a pretty good guess. We know that castle is going to be all the ones on the left side. We also saw from the statue in the cloister that the top right corner is the letter X, the top bottom right corner is the letter T. And then from the passport in the vault, we saw that a top letter and the one below it is ID. It can't be the one on the right because it's taken. So I and D go here. So we have CIX, AD, blank, S blank blank, T blank blank, L blank blank, E blank T. That's what we have here. So I guess we got to figure out where the other letters are. And I'm sort of racking my brain to see what I remember. I remember a couple of them offhand. Oh, hold on. Remember when we looked at that thing in Blackbridge Grotto and said, let's remember it? It was an I, then a space, then an I, then an O, then an O. So if we start at the top, I, blank, I, O, O. So CIXAD blank S I blank TO blank LO blank E blank T. We'll have that much. It still doesn't really help us out. Also, CIX doesn't make a lot of sense yet. We're not totally sure what that has to do with anything. But it does give us a little bit of a leg up, and now we kind of know not only what we're going for with that castle sort of acrostic, but we know what puzzle it's in relation to. We know it has to do with this one down there in the Ares Court. So that's pretty much all we do for today. There's not much else that I care about because we did that. We opened it up. We're not going to be able to solve that one today. We're going to have to find some other clues. What I could do... I could try to find more ways to empty the tunnel. I could try to drain... I could put water back in the reservoir and drain it so that we could have less, so we could have the fountain and the reservoir drained. And the pool. Like, just try to get water out of the game. Oh yeah, and we could put the entrance hall out here. So I just picked that one because... So when you draft a room out here, it tends to have caved-in exits. So even though the entrance hall normally has... It's interesting that they have this this letter exactly as it was in the entrance hall. But it's interesting that there's no stamp visible on it here, and it's visible when I click there. But anyway, when you draft stuff out here that normally has exits, the exits get blocked off. There's really not much you can do about that. But otherwise, it's a copy of the room, as it is. It's interesting that it has these paintings. I'll tell you right now, if you draft any other room that has paintings in it, the paintings will be blank, except in this room. Yeah, it's just an interesting little arrangement they have. But we see that these vases are intact, where they weren't intact in our main room. The entrance hall is one of the few rooms where something special happens in the outer room if you draft it there. Most rooms do not. Most rooms, they just are there and they do their normal thing without any sort of special ability. But this one is special if I can get something to break those vases. If not, whatever. It's not a big deal. So what I want to do now is treat this like a normal day. going to be tricky with all this. Blue rooms I'm going to get. I'm not going to get anything but blue rooms for a while. Now I can pick these up. Now it's okay for me to pick up items. Man, that puzzle is annoying. I don't mind waiting to 1:30 at the clock tower. I've mentioned before, probably earlier in this video, although it was, you know, an hour ago for me. So I've already forgotten. But when you wait at the clock tower, you can go do other stuff and come back. You just have to be there at 1:30. With the Ares Court puzzle, you not only have to be there at 1:30, you have to be there empty-handed. Now, if you start doing other stuff and then expect to just come back to Ares Court, you will not be empty-handed, and the puzzle, it won't work. There's 5 gems. Oh, the wine cellar's going to have some. So let me turn this low, because I don't have the key card today. But I think we're going to mostly have key cards for the rest of the game. So today is just an exception. You can grab this now. But yeah, the like I've picked up all these items. If I were to head back to Ares Court, the game wouldn't let me wouldn't raise up the marker, the headstone marker to show that stuff. It wouldn't have happened. So that's MCCX. Didn't we see this before? 1213 is what that said. Whatever. We don't know what that means yet. Let's see what we make here. Package in transit. Boiler room is fine. Boiler room might be the safest bet there. Because then we could have this one turn left. Pool. Break room. Because I want keys as well as a passage forward. I also want to end the day in here. 2 squared is 4, plus 1 squared, plus 1 is 5, squared is 25, minus 20 is 5. Negative 9 divided by 3 is negative 3. Squared is 9, times 1 is 9, divided by 3 is 3, squared is 9. That's weird. 3, 2, and 1 is 6, squared is 36, minus 20 is 16, divided by 8 is 2, plus 1 is 9. Are these all going to be 9? Silver key is fine. And we need a straightaway out of here. Drafting studio is good. Let's add some more rooms to our game. That's really what we're missing here. Once again, the dovecote is not interesting to me. Neither is the casino. Let's see the kennel. What this room does, every time you dig in a room, we unlock all the doors in that room. This is really great if you don't want to worry about finding keys. I can't believe we didn't add this yet. I don't know if I've even seen that one yet, or I would have added it, I think. It's a really good room. So we're almost done with this drafting studio. At some point, we'll have seen too much of it. Pantry. Yeah, let's take pantry. What else would I be doing today? I definitely want to end in a break room. No, I want to end in the treasure trove, right? Because remember that the treasure of the trove is not in the house? Well, we'll see. We'll see. It might be the case I find it might be the case I don't. Do I like the rotunda here? It's going to blow through most of my gems. This is not the greatest place for the aquarium, but I'll take it. Alright, just loads of keys going through. Gymnasium. This is not a great sort of sign for the day. There's a lot of locked doors for being so early in the day. Normally this low, they're not all locked. Utility closet will let me through security doors. So let's do it, because I don't have the key card today. Trophy room. Sure, let's take the trophy room. Let's get all the gems. I'm short on keys, though. Laboratory. Oh, I didn't set up an experiment. Let's put the kennel in. Because we get to see puppies. We get to pet the dog? Yeah. But we can't dig in here, so it's not really a thing. Cat. Well, hold on. This is just going to be what we saw. Castle. Castle. But there's going to be a T all the way at the bottom. So we know the bottom letter is E, and then the bottom right is a T. So the bottom three is ETT. So CIXADSITOE. No, LOETT. Okay, I need more information than that. That's still not enough for me to brute force the puzzle. This day is not going super well. Clock tower ends the day. Well, there's stuff down here I can get, but let me try the library. Is there any book that'd be worth checking out? I've checked out every book, and I've looked at them all, and there's no new information to get. So at this point, the library is just about drafting rare rooms. Attic is... if I find the key card, it doesn't end the day. Let's take this. No key card. I'm okay ending my day here. It's not the end of the world to me if this ends up being a bit on the shorter side. Because I got what I wanted. I took care of the waiting puzzle. It never has to be done again. I added this room from the drafting studio. That never has to be done again. And I can start tomorrow with a key card, so I don't have to worry about security doors again. Don't know what else I'd really be expecting to do. Let me at least draft the other two rooms, see what I get, and then we'll come back and end our day in the break room. I'll have enough steps, right? Yeah, I shouldn't have enough of those. Sanctum keys is just the vault key, I believe, to go... Alright, I never picked that up. Doesn't matter. Gallery doesn't matter. I could put in... what's a good thing to put in the code check? Nothing. None of these I care about saving for. It's easy enough to get all of those the next day. I could put key 8 in the code check. And then... well, I'd have to get the code check now. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4. Puzzle solved. Good work, everyone. We did it. I think we saved Christmas. What's a room? Oh, I was going to try to get a hammer. Well, tell you what. Oh, no. If I end in the entrance hall, I don't get my key card. I want to end in the entrance hall so I can do the outer room entrance hall, but I need a hammer for that. Well, I'll end out here and try to get a key card tomorrow. It's not the end of the world. We'll call it a day. Yeah, I've been spoiled by the free key card every day, but you don't actually need to be doing that all the time. Like, I got by pretty well in the early game without it, so... Ordinary hunting lodge. I guess because the kennel? And the trophy room? Yeah, those together. Maybe, I don't know what else fits with that. New rooms is the kennel. Oh boy, that was... Yeah, this video, as far as how long I've had it pressed record for, it's been over an hour, but by the time I cut out the waiting, it's probably only half an hour of it. Anyway, I'm glad you all enjoyed that. I'm going to leave now. Goodbye.